stop that. He wouldn't want that for everybody to be sad. Yes, he's gone. But doesn't mean we have to be sad about it. Why don't I try doing something about, maybe talking about James Earl Jones? Yes, Darth Vader, Mufasa, the King, and Coming to America 1 and 2. And of course, that one part he had in that one part in Roots. It was Roots, the sequel to Roots TV show or something like that. Yeah, but either way, James Earl Jones. Now, here's what you don't know about him. He has a half white, half black son. You ever thought about that? That James Earl Jones was married to a Caucasian lady? You ever think of that? That's the reason why every white person likes James Earl Jones, because he's that one African American guy you just want to have a good time with. Good Lord, is it getting hot in here? Oh God, is it getting hot in here? But either way, all I wanted to say is James Earl Jones is a voice of a huge population generation as of right now. He may be gone, but he did leave us some great movies for us to watch. Not just Star Wars, other films. I do love his part. I do love his I think I love his version of The Fence. You know that one part. You guys, if you guys don't know what The Fence is, it's that one part where it's the strict father who's super strict on his son, and it's during the time of, I'm gonna assume the 1940s or the 1950s or 60s or something like that. You know, when racism was a natural thing. But his part where he's like, it's that part where his son says to him, I have a question I want to ask you.
I have a question you gotta ask me. There's a wiki you need to ask about.
How come you never liked me?
Like you?
Who in the hell said I had to like you? What law is there to say that I have to like you?
Come here, boy.
What I say to you?
Straighten up, damn it.
What law is there to say that I have to like you? I know, if you have seen Denzel's version of The Fence, you could say his version is more smooth. Denzel Washington's part is more smooth. James Earl Jones' part is more, well, strict, super strict father, but yeah. If you were to watch Denzel's part, it's like you. Who says I got to like you? What law is there to say that I got to like you? Come here, boy. Straighten up, damn it. Now, what law says that I have to like you? Nigga, you say, sir, when you talk to me right now, what law is there to say that I have to like you? I know I would go on with the whole video with this, but I'm going to have to move on a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, if you were to see James Earl Jones, just go on YouTube and find James Earl Jones' The Fence. You would kind of be in kind of a mixed motion. Like, would you like James Earl Jones' version or Denzel Washington's version of that scene, basically? But yeah, of course, since I just talked about Lion King earlier this year, why don't I talk about that? I'm not going to show any clips, because the reason why I try uploading the first cut video of that, it got copyright claimed. Even when I was filming it on my TV, it still got copyright claimed. Yeah. But either way, Lion King, James Earl Jones is like the best movie dad in Lion King. And yeah, Mufasa, great leader, and had a very, well, punk-ass brother. But yeah, it is, I think, in some positives of the live action remake, getting him to play Mufasa is good, but here's my other thing I can say about the new Lion King movie. It's supposed to be coming out later this year, and I don't know if he's actually in it, but part of me thinks they could use AI to add his voice in it. Yeah. But either way, I'm not going to go into the details of that. I'll save that for a different video. But either way, James Earl Jones, what will stand out as the most part is the part where he says to Simba, after saving him from the hyenas, after they, you know, had their talk, and it was a decent talk. Didn't lead into them arguing, him really yelling at him that much. But either way, it was like, you just need to be calm and just teach your kids the right path without, you know, screaming your head off at them for them to understand, basically. But yes, the part where he says to him, look up to the sky and to the stars. All the great kings from the past are up there, watching down on you. Remember, when I'm gone, I'll be doing the same thing. And yeah. And it isn't actually, I don't know if they did get him back for the Lion King, the 2D animated one. The 2D animated one, I'm not sure they brought him back for that. Maybe they did, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, but either way, Lion King is still one of my favorite movies, Disney movies. And the fact that, I mean, yeah, I will mention how Sonic 3 and Lion King are gonna have it. So just, I'll probably do that in the next video. But either way, Lion King, great. The Sandlot is something I think is one of his best performances, where he says to Smalls, I'm not wrong. I'm not just wrong. You're not in trouble. You're dead where you stand, boy. But either way, yeah. And of course, you know what I'm going to mention. Come on, you know what I'm going to mention. You know it. You all know what I'm going to mention. And that is Darth Vader. Now, here's the one thing you don't know that you should probably know. A New Hope and Empire, he wasn't credited in those films. Why? Because they want, I think, this is my words. I'm not saying George Lucas probably did this for the fun of it, but this is just my words. But the reason why I think George Lucas didn't credit, you know, James Earl Jones yet until Return of the Jedi, I think he wanted it to be a surprise. That everybody's thinking, oh, Darth Vader sounds like he's black. He sounds, so wait, is Luke half black? Is Leia half black at all? Like, yeah, I know. There was more build-up in Return of the Jedi, saying, and of course, the epic line, you know, was been parodied several times, more than 100 times. I'm not going to quote it, but I'll let it show it itself right here.
You kill me. I am the father.
Yes. But even though it's still going to be the thing to talk about in history, Oh, and Stewie. Thank you. Now, of course, now realizing the prequels. Okay. I think the prequels do have a good point. They do have a good point about politics and a good point about a war started because of a lie, basically. Now, either way, I know most people would say, but it's still kind of disappointing that James Earl Jones was only back to do the incredibly infamous Darth Vader moment. And now realizing you could just put that in any other parody in the YouTube video. But either way, what's my point? James Earl Jones was a great person. Now, yeah, I have watched that one scene from Big Bang Theory where Carrie Fisher and James Earl Jones, who haven't really met each other, who have not met each other at all, but yeah, seeing that James Earl Jones in the show pranks Carrie Fisher, I do like her. I do like the whole entire response. You know, James, it was not funny the first time. Then why am I still laughing? Yeah. Either way, yes. If he was ever at a con, if he was ever at the Fan Expo, all my money is going to James Earl Jones. Would go to James Earl Jones, basically. He will be missed. And there'll be no other... I mean, could there ever be a future voice in the future? Well, time will tell. Will there be another James Earl Jones? Well, as I quote the Slap, hell no! There will never be another James Earl Jones. There was only one James Earl Jones, and there will always be one James Earl Jones. That's it. So yeah, that's all my 2 cents can basically say. I know it's probably about a 15-minute video, but all I wanted to say is... rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Yes. So with that being said, I am going to talk about why I think Sonic 3 is going to kick the Mufasa's movies butthole. But that could be in the next video. But either way, with that being said, Vertical Spy, outro.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Yo, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.